Good morning, students. Today's class is all about factors and multiples. To be very specific, it is all about visualizing factors and multiples. You must be wondering, what am I doing with so many Legos with me? So if you want to enjoy along with me and if you want to understand more about factors and multiples, do grab all the Legos that you have at home. If you don't have Legos, it is also fine. You can get some Rajma seeds, or if you have pistas or badams at home, so you can keep them ready with you. So let us begin this. So did you all try it? I'm sure you must have got an answer. So let us say, what does this 4 times 6 mean? So when I reread this question again and again, I am able to interpret it this way. 4 times 6. So I'm supposed to take 6 4 times. So here I'm using my Lego size of 6. This is 1 time of 6, but I'm supposed to use it 4 times. This is the second time I'm using, third and fourth. So 4 times of 6 comes to 24 in total. Similarly, if we have to imagine or visualize it using seeds, this is how it goes. The same way, I've taken some seeds. Now 4 times of 6. I'm taking my 6 1 time, and now I have to take it 4 times. This is my second time, third, and one last time. As you can see, it has formed a row and a column formation with 6 columns and 4 rows. 4 by 6, 4 rows and 6 columns. In total, I have used 24 seats. So are you ready? Did you all get an answer? I'm sure you must have got an answer. So here it is. So what does 32 divided by 4 mean? I have taken a Lego base which has got 32 dots on it. As you can see, you have 8 dots in each row and you have got 4 such rows. So what am I trying to do? I'm trying to equally group them into 4s, or I can also think that I am trying to give each group 4 dots. You can think it in 2 ways. So let us see what will happen if I do so. So to the first group, I am giving 4 dots. So to mark it, I am using this kind of Lego. This is given to the first group, second, third, the next 4 dots to the fourth group, fifth, sixth, seventh and eighth. So to how many groups am I able to give? 8. So when you are dividing your 32 dots, or you are sharing your 32 dots in such a way that each group is getting 4 dots, we are able to do it so for 8 such groups. Or I can also visualize it like this. Like if I'm grouping them into 4s, this is my first group, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh and eighth. So I'm able to get 8 such groups. So let us now move ahead. So let us now see, what does a factor mean. I have a number over here which is 16. So now it is all about visualizing, right? So I have taken this base. As you can count, you will have 16 dots on it. So let us see what are all the factors of 16. So the smallest counting number that we have is a 1. So if I start filling my Lego base with ones like this, I think I can fill up the whole base over here. So for that reason, 1 is a factor of 16, and if you take any other number, 1 always is a factor of it. So we can say that 1 is a factor of all the numbers. So by default, I can think that 1 is always a factor. Now, let us see if 2 is a factor. So I have blocks of 2 with me, Legos of size 2. So let us see if I can fill the whole base or not with Legos of size 2. Here is my second, the third Lego of size 2, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. I was able to fill the whole of the base 16, as you can see over here. So I can say that 2 is also a factor. Now it is time for me to try with the 3. Because in my Legos I don't have any Lego of size 3, I'm going to take it out this way. This is my first 3, my second 3, isn't it? So I have to fill this space over here. Okay, so I'll shift it over here. Yeah, I was able to fill. Now one more 3. Think this is also filled on this side. You're basically filling it with 3s only. So first 3 and second 3, third 3 and the fourth 3, fifth 3. If I want to put my next 3 over here, I just have only 1 dot. So I cannot do it. So it means that 3 is not a factor. Now let me try with 4s. These are my 4s. So my first 4, second 4, third 4, fourth 4. Yeah, I am able to completely fill it. So 4 is also a factor. So if you have you can try your Legos with 5s, which I don't have, but I am pretty sure it cannot be filled. Maybe I'll try one more, which is I have a Lego of size 6. As you can see, you have 6 dots over here. So my first 6, second 6. When I'm trying to keep my third one, it does not fit over here. It is a little bit more. Okay, so 6 is not a factor of 16. You can try with a 7 by imagining. Now let us see with an 8 what will happen. 8. So first 8, second 8. I'm able to completely fill it, so 8 is a factor. Likewise, if you keep on doing, you will get to see that 1 is a factor, 2 is a factor, 4 is a factor, 8 is a factor, and after which I think I should be using the same size of sheet which can fit exactly over here. Then I can say 16 is also a factor. So by default, 1 and the number itself, your 16, are the factors of your 16. 1 and the number itself are the factors of every number. What other factors do you have? You can try using your Legos. So now let us try to find out the factors of 42. Because I have got a Lego base of 42, I am trying to figure out the factors of 42. If you don't have a 42, you can take whatever Lego base you have and you know how to find its factors. You can pause the video over here and try it. Okay, let me start. As we know, if I take ones like this, I can keep on filling all the dots that I have, and for that reason 1 is always a factor. Now to try it with 2's, okay, I'll fill my sheet with 2's. I'll fill it like this and see what will happen in different directions. So if I'm able to fill the whole sheet, then that means 2 is definitely a factor. Yes, as you can see, I was able to fill the whole sheet, so 2 is a factor. So I'm keeping the factors over here on this side. Okay, now to try with 3's, because I don't have Legos of exactly which are of size 3, I'm taking this, my one line. You can treat it as a row or a column. Okay, it has got 2 3's in it, so I have added 2 3's is a 6. I'll add it like this. I have used 4 3's. First 3, second 3, third 3, fourth 3, fifth and sixth 3's, seventh and eighth, ninth and 10th, 11th and 12th, 13th and 14th. So I was able to fill the whole sheet. That means my 3 is a factor. So I'll show my 3 over here like this. This is my 3, which is also a factor. Okay, now try with 4's now. You can pause the video over here, and if you have a sheet of 42, or you can just take any sheet and count till what will you get 42 dots. You can try over that. My first 4, second, third and fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth. Okay, this can't fit over here, but we need to rearrange. Maybe I'll take this as a 4, one more 4. Now as you can see, you're just left with 2 dots, and it is no way that you can put your Lego size of 4 of any kind, this or this. That means 4 is not a factor of 42. Fine, so you can start doing like this. Try with a 5, maybe then with a 6. I have Legos of size 6, and when we have taken 3's, we have seen that I was able to fill the whole sheet with this kind of Legos. Do you remember? Yeah, it will definitely fill. So 6 is also a factor. So now it is time for me to try with the 7. So what I will do now is to take 7's, isn't it? So yeah, I have got Legos. Okay, yeah. This is a Lego of size 6. Okay, I will take this. So my first 7, second 7, okay, and third 7, fourth 7 will get fit over here, fifth 7 and sixth 7. I think I'll be able to fill the whole sheet. So 7 is also a factor. Okay, you can also try with an 8. First 8, second 8, third one, fourth one. Now to adjust it over here, this is 6 dots plus 2 dots, so I think one more 8 can fit over till here, but I'll be definitely left with 2 more dots. So I don't think 8 is a factor. I can imagine this as my 8. Okay, so I'm left with 2 more dots. So 8 is not a factor. So likewise you can try with the 9, 10, and yeah, there's one more factor if you keep on trying like that. Think this is a Lego, a single Lego of size 14. Count the number of dots, you have 14 dots. So first 14. Okay, first 14. My second 14. And my third 14, which exactly fits over here. So 14 is also a factor. Okay. Now, so are these the only factors? This should be a 3. Okay, are these the only factors you have, or have you got more factors? Let us see. Maybe I can try with some, okay, 16, Lego size of 16. As you can see, it is difficult to fit it over here, so maybe some other size. I have a 12 with me. I'll imagine this as a 12 and see if 12 is a factor or not. First 12, my second 12, third 12. If I have to keep the fourth 12, I should be having 12 dots, but I just have 6 dots, so 12 is also not a factor. So you can keep on doing like this. You'll also see that 28 is also a factor. Okay, like I can imagine this as my, using this is my 28, first set of 28. Oh, this is 14, so I'll use third one too. Okay, first set of 28 and the second set of 28 can fit over here. So 28 is also a factor. So likewise, if you can try to visualize and see what are the factors of a given number. So let us now try to visualize what does a multiple mean. Multiple of 4. This is my first set of 4, first multiple of 4, which is just a 4. This is my second multiple of 4. That means you're adding something in terms of 4s. So for 2s is 8. This is my second multiple of 4, which is an 8. Third multiple of 4. That means I'm adding one more group of 4, which is your 12. That means your third multiple of 4 is a 12. Fourth multiple of 4 is a 16. Fifth multiple of 4 is a 20, and I think it just goes on. Just think, do you have an end for your multiples? Pause the video over here and definitely think about it. So, as you must have interpreted, there is no end to your multiples. Your list will just go on and on and on. If I am trying to visualize the multiples of 6, this is my first multiple of 6, second multiple of 6, which is my 12. Third multiple of 6 is a 18. Fourth multiple of 6 is a 24. Fifth multiple of 6 is a 30. And your list goes on like that. So this is how you can imagine multiples. So now let us see. I'm taking this one, which is my 42 base. So just wanted to see if 42 is a multiple of my 8. What will I do? I'll just start filling it with that. 8. 2 multiples of 8 I have used. I was unable to still fill it. So I'll just keep on doing the same again. Third multiple of 8. 24. I was not able to fill completely. Fourth multiple I'm taking this as my 8. Fifth multiple. I was not able to fill it completely. So I can say that 42 is not a multiple of my Lego size, Lego of size 8. It is not 42 is not a multiple of your 8. This is how you can take any other base, like you can take a base of 8. This is a base of 32, and you can figure out whether something is a multiple of it or not. Like maybe I'll take a 6 now. First multiple of 6, second multiple of 6, third multiple of 6, fourth multiple of 6, fifth multiple of 6. As you can see, you're left with 2. So 6 is not a multiple of your 32. Likewise, you can keep on trying with few other Lego base. Now let us move a little bit further and try to understand about common factors. Will we be able to visualize what does a common factor mean? We know factors of 16. We know how to identify the factors of 16. It should be able to fill the whole of the base. Similarly, factors of 24 mean when I use, think like if I'm using a Lego size of 4, and if I start filling it, it should be able to fill the whole base. If so, I can call it is a factor of my 24. Now, the word common means, like if I'm using a Lego size of 4, if I start filling my 16, it should fill the whole base. Similarly, it should be able to fill my whole 24. So, a number, if it can fill my 16 and also my 24 base, I can say that it's a factor, it's a common factor of 16 and 24. Let us identify the common factors. First is to take Lego sizes of 1, and we know that if I start filling it with 1s, it will fill my whole base of 16. It will also fill my whole base of 24. So 1 is a common factor of 16 and 24. By the way, it is the smallest common factor. Now, it is time for me to try with 2s. So, we start filling it here. Yeah. So 2 is able to fill my 16. So let me check if it can fill my 24 too. Keep it this way now. As you can see, it is also able to fill my 24. It was able to fill your 16. It was able to fill your 24. You can say 2 is also a factor. Common factor. Now, let us try with 3s. As said, I am using this as my first 3 and my second 3. So let us start filling it. I've used 2 3s. 4 3s I have used because first, second, third and fourth. One more 3. I've used 3. And my one of the dots is left over. So 3 is not a factor of 16. So there is no point in testing it with the 24. It might be a factor of 24, but we are supposed to find the common factor. So 3 is ruled out. It should be able to fill both your numbers. Even if it is not able to fill one of your numbers, I can avoid the testing. So now time to try with 4s. First 4, second, third. Yeah, when I used 4 4s, I was able to fill the whole block. Similarly, let me fill the 24 base too. First, second, third, fourth, fifth and sixth. Yeah, I was able to completely fill it with 4s. So 4 is a common factor for sure. Likewise, you can keep on trying with other numbers too. Let me try with like a base of 6. I'll fill my 24 first, just for a change. First 6, my second 6, my third 6, so I'll tilt it like this. Yeah, my fourth 6. So 6 is definitely a factor of 24, but we have to test our 16 too. First 6, so second 6. If I have to fit my third 6, it won't fit, it is more than whatever I am left with on my 16. So 6 is a factor of 24, but because it is not a factor of your 16, 6 is not a common factor at all. So let us try with an 8 too. I was able to fill 16. 2 8s I have used. Similarly, let me use my 24. Yeah. Okay, first 8, second 8, and third 8. So 8 is definitely a factor. So you can try with other numbers and you will figure out that 1, 2, 4 and 8 are the only common factors between 16 and your 24. You can pick any other numbers based on the Lego basis you have at home and try to figure out its common factors. Now let us try to visualize common multiples. So before I do this, I want you to try it first. I want you to figure out the common multiples of 2 and 6. Just think about it for sure. Pause the video over here and start using your Legos to understand what does a common multiple mean. So what I will do, I am just taking any base, okay, and what will I do? I've used my 6 and I'm supposed to find the common multiples of 2 and 6. Okay, what I'll do? Okay, I'm just keeping it one over the other. Okay, did it match over here? I don't think so, because here we just have a 2, here we have a 6. I'll try to fill it with 2's now, because 6 is bigger and 2 is smaller. I'm using more 2's to fill it. Yeah, I was able to do that. That means 6 is my first common multiple. Now, let me use one more 2. Okay, if I use one more 2 on the top, or I'll show it over here like this. There is no match, isn't it? It is not equal in both the cases. I have used 8 over here, I have used 6 over here. I'll try to use one more 6. One more, if I use one more 6, it is too much bigger than my 2. So I'll keep on adding both and I'll just try to figure out where will I get a match. I got a match. I have used 2 6's and I have used 6 2's. Means my 12 is also a common multiple. The first common multiple was a 6 and the next common multiple was a 12. So let me do same thing again. If I use one more 6, I'm sure you must have understood the pattern. I'll be using 3 more 2's. So 18 is also a common multiple. Likewise, if I add 3 more over here, 3 2's over here, I can add one more 6 to this. So 24 is also a common multiple. So let us try with some other example. Okay. So I just wanted to find out the common multiples of 4 and 6 now. Okay. So let us see. Okay. I'll use first multiple of 4 and first multiple of 6. As you know, there is no match because this is less. I'm adding it more. Now my 4s have become more, my 6s are less. I'll add one more. Now my 4s are less. I'll again add a 4. Now this is the first match which I have got. That means this is the first common multiple of 4 and 6. As you can count, you have 12 in one group. 12 over here and 12 over here. Okay, so let us do it again. Just continue. Let's try to figure out the next common multiple. I will add the smaller one, bigger one, no match at all. Again, maybe I'll try to increase this. No match, again increase this. Add one more. As you can see now, there is a match, and in one group I have 24. So 24 is your next common multiple. If you keep on doing, you'll also find that 36 is also a common multiple. Now pause the video over here and just try to figure out the common multiples of 6 and 8. I'm pretty sure you'll be able to do this. So with this knowledge, I'm pretty sure you must have understood about visualizing factors, multiples, also about visualizing common factors and visualizing common multiples. So what you can do, you can pick your own numbers for each of the terms which are written over here, and you can start visualizing it. Please do take some pics and do post it to us.